Hello, people. Thank you for tuning in. This is for the 100 Talks podcast because we keep it 100 and the Macho Murray YouTube channel. I am your host, Murray G. So let's get started. I won't keep you too long today. We're going to talk about actual tools that you can use all day, every day. I was about to say that Kevin Hart joke all day, every day, get sleep, wake back up. Never mind. That's that Uncle Ricky. What's that, Uncle Richie Jr.? Something like that. Anyway, sorry. um, Tools that you can use all day, every day to actually live in the moment. The moments are always perpetually happening, but every moment generally is different. Unless you do absolutely nothing with your life and you stay in the same spot all day, every day. So, we're going to employ some psychological tactics in this. Nothing against some of the, what's the word? Methods out there where we're talking about, you know, meditating. And meditate only means just to think about constantly, but I'm talking about like some of the, I guess, kind of like mysticism to a degree, where you're like, all right, let me get in my yoga pose and, you know, Namyo Renge Kion type action. No disrespect to anybody who's having that. I'm just mainly speaking for basically the American culture. The way this world is set up to keep you out of the moment. Why? Because they got to keep you constantly chasing things, whether it be the next car, the next paycheck, the freaking raises, the career level. You got to do this for your kids. You want this. You need this. You're trying to go to this trip. You got to go to this appointment. You got to go to the grocery store. Got to put the groceries up. Got to cook tonight. Make sure you figure out what you're going to wear tomorrow. Yada, yada, yada. The list goes on. You can't even get enough sleep because when you lay down, you're still thinking about the stuff you did that day, should have did, gotta do the next day. When you get in the car, you're driving, but you can't enjoy that moment because you're trying to hurry up and get somewhere and think about what you gotta do when you get there later on tonight. Fill in the blank. That is how this world is designed on purpose to keep you from being in touch with yourself. Why? So they can continue to sell you on everything external. You're not as pretty unless you have this makeup. Well, if you don't want to diet or have the right diet, healthy, and exercise, but you still don't want to look or feel like you're fat or something, then put on this body garment, buy this, and strap all your gut and fatness in and all of that jazz. If you're not driving this kind of car, then you're a loser. So, make sure you work overtime and go into astronomical debt so you can get this car, so you can try to get this type of girl. Everything on purpose is trying to pull you out of yourself. And you do these things and you're still unhappy. Because, truth be told, all these external things cannot make you happy. It can add to it, but it only can add to the supply that you already have inside yourself. So what happens if you're never still enough to even sense that inside yourself? That's the problem. So, here's an easy thing for you to do. It's called simply identifying each moment on purpose. I'll give you a perfect example of that. So, if I'm about to get ready and go somewhere and I'm in my car, I speak the words of life and identify it because faith comes by hearing. You need to hear and go into yourself what it is that needs to be acknowledged for your mind to absorb it. So I say, I'm driving and I'm listening to my music. This is the moment. Nothing else matters or exists out of the moment of me driving my car and listening to the music that I like. There's no reason for me to think about anything else outside of this that I've identified. And I will be at peace in this moment. There's no reason to be angry or hurt or sad or mad or anxious in this moment. And if you can keep yourself fixated on that moment, because everything in you is going to try to take you off, like trying to think about what you need to do when you get there, shut it all off. That's what I do. I identify that moment and I keep myself there. This is where the mental exercise come in, just like lifting weights. This is how you're making your mind work for you, because everything is about the mind. Everything in your life is a result of how you think. The way you dress, the words you use, how you engage people, it's all based off how you think, the state of mind. And this will help you master your mind. It's really that simple. That's it. Like if I'm watching TV, let me identify the moment. The moment is I'm watching snowfall. There's no reason for me to be angry or hurt or sad about anything outside of this moment. Nothing else matters except the moment of me just enjoying watching snowfall. That's it. Identify each moment. And it seems hard at first, but when you start doing this all day, every day, it will become unconscious. And stop and feel what it's like to be in that moment you identify, because you're on purpose pushing everything outside of what you have identified what it is. Speak it out. Your mind needs to hear the words, so we can go in and program it consciously to go unconscious by being a habit as you keep doing this. You have to do it this way. And you'll be surprised what answers you've been seeking will come to you. You'll be surprised how much peace you'll be filled with that you never had in your life. Now you don't need to get on these medications and all these antidepressants and everything they try to sell you to try to kill you with the poison and supposed cure that they're peddling coming from the same evil hands. That everything is already inside you. You just have to tap in to remember. This is how you do it. This is how you live in each perpetual moment. This is how you be at peace regardless of what's going on. Take back control of your mind and your state of being and who you are as a person. You'll be surprised what inventions will come to your mind, or how to make that extra money, or issues that you need to get handled, because now you're going into the vibration and the frequency of peace, and life in its fullness thrives. Life in its fullness thrives in the vibration and the frequency of peace. So be at peace, my dear brother and sisters who's listening to me tonight. Listening to me tonight. And if you got any questions, reach out. Get at me. I'll help you do this thing. So in the meantime, I hope I've helped. Something to think about. Grace and peace to you. Until next time, I'm Marvy G. Have a great night.